Boom, we on. Good morning. It is absolutely beautiful here. Taking the beastie boy out. I hope you guys are doing well. I feel incredible. I got exactly what I needed on every level yesterday. I was, completely burnt out and not feeling my best and just run down. I got the sleep I needed last night. I got the pizza I needed to eat. I feel completely renourished and just revitalized on every area. And another thing I wanted to speak on was if you allow it, you will hear and experience everything you need and everything you're questioning, right? So I got the answer to something yesterday, and it goes exactly with what I was saying in one of my last videos about not everyone is going to see you how you are now, and not everyone wants what you want for yourself now, and some people will always see you as the bear, come here. Some people will always see you as the person you used to be, right? And if you're seeking out some type of answer from the universe or from God or whatever you believe in or whatever thing you're trying to seek out, if you allow it to happen, be open. The first thing you have to do is be open in order to hear it and in order to experience it, right? And you have to not be reactive, right? Because it's gonna be something that might be difficult for you, might be hard for you, but if it's the message you're seeking, then you'll find it. Come here. Sorry, my dog's being a retard per usual. But if it's something you're seeking and you're open to it, you will find it, right? Or you will hear it. And I heard exactly what I needed to hear yesterday on so many levels. I dropped my bars off at these first 2 stores, and it was such a special experience for me. And but then life happens and different things happen, and it's about how you react to those things, right? So I used to be so reactive, like almost wanting to react to things in an emotional way so I could have an excuse to do something, an excuse to use drugs, and because that excuse would be I'm upset or I'm hurt, you know what I mean? And I'm moving forward with my life and everything is going really well, but that doesn't mean like life isn't still gonna happen and these things aren't gonna still happen to me, but it's about how I react to them now. And I have a choice about how I react to them, Before I didn't have a choice, and I didn't have a choice about how I treated people in relationships because I was completely addicted to drugs and alcohol. And when you're completely addicted to drugs and alcohol, no matter how much you love somebody or how much you want something to work with somebody, it's not gonna work because internally you are so corrupted, right? And my past relationships wouldn't work even though I was completely in love with the person or whatever it was. I would just, the most love I could ever have experienced, but I couldn't make these things work because I was a liar, for one, and 2, I would lie because of my drug addiction, and it was just the only thing I knew how to do, and I would say, oh, I'm never gonna do it again, and I love you so much, and I meant those things when I said them, and I meant them like with my entire heart, but I couldn't follow through on it because I was so addicted, and opiates especially, my story is heroin and, oxycodone and oxycontin and fentanyl and all these really strong opiates, and they'll just get such a hold on your life and such a hold on you that it's undescribable unless you've been through it. Bear, come here. it's undescribable unless you've been through it. And you know, now I have a choice about how I react to things. You know, before I never had a choice of how to react because it was just so ingrained in me to be a liar and to be this person that, you know, I had like forced myself to become through life, and I didn't even know it. But you know, my obsessions became my possessions. All the bullshit I put in my mind, all the wrong people I hung out with, you know, I wanted to be these people, and I'm so thankful for my failures as a person, or I would never be able to be experiencing the things I'm experiencing now. And you know, this goes for everyone. Like, try not to react to these situations on an emotional level. Yeah, you can be upset about it or whatever, but you don't have to use over it, you know. And some people, even if you really love them, they're never gonna see you as anything else than the failure as a person you were in that relationship. So always be moving forward, you know. Always surround yourself with people who believe in you, who tell you the stuff you want to hear, you know. Right now in my life, I need people that are going to support me, that are going to say, hey Harrison, you know, that's really great, man, you know, keep going. Not bringing up shit from my past, not telling me, oh, like, I'm a fuck up, and you know, excuse my language, but all this other stuff, you know, that I just don't need to hear anymore. And you know, I'm moving forward with my life. My life is absolutely incredible on every single level, and the only reason it is because I've allowed it to be, you know what I mean? And anyone can do this, you know. Find something you want to do for your career, you know, start your own business, you know, just do the steps. It's never the right time. It's never the right time to get things going. It's never the right time to stop doing drugs. It's never the right time to, you know, have a child or whatever you're trying to do. But you'll never know unless you try. You'll never know unless you do these things. So be your best self. Take risks. Don't be afraid to fail. Enjoy the weather. Go outside. I mean, look around where you are. This is just so beautiful, and I'm so blessed to be here. And I've lived in places like this before, and I would sit in my apartment, you know, doing drugs and talk about what I'm gonna do, and go outside, just smoke some cigarettes or something, or go to a nightclub. And I'm just not living that way anymore, and you don't have to either. And you know, you have everything you need inside of you. I know it sounds simple, but you really do. Connect with your inner child. Do things that make you happy. Have a balance in your life of good foods, and then, you know, eating some shitty foods once in a while. And you know, that's what I do. On the weekend, I'll eat the meals I want to eat, as far as, like, you know, if I want some pizza on Friday, I'll have pizza, and then pancakes or whatever it is, you know, whatever's in your heart for you and the foods you like to eat, because you have to have a balance, you know. For years modeling, I absolutely starved myself, and I still thought I was fat, you know what I mean? And that just so fucked up in my mind that I'd be working these jobs for, you know, Versace and Y3, and these people are telling me how great I look, and I'm in my head thinking, are you kidding me? You know, I look like shit. And that's just my inner dialogue, always, you know, crapping on myself, always, you know, telling me I'm not the person I am. And you know, I'm a constant work in progress, you know what I mean? I always have to be reflecting on myself and telling myself I'm a good person, you know, because for years I just told myself how horrible of a person I was. And so now in my life, I only allow people around me who lift me up, because I have a hard enough time putting myself down, you know. I want